Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video. And this video, for the time being, is going to be insane. This is how you can literally raid every base in Ark using one dinosaur. Obviously you can see he's standing behind me right now, the Magmasaur. Obviously there's a lot of patches and things that they have to fix, but my goodness, this is overpowering. Anyways, before we start this, little bit of a plug. If you don't mind subbing and liking this video, that'd be much appreciated. If you're enjoying the content, it really does help me produce more videos in general. So anyways, back on task. So hi HLNA. So the Magmasaur, he has one incredible ability. Now this one is a really low melee stat. We're just going to crank everything because that's what's important for the Magmasaur, to just crank up that melee. So that's just me mentioning that now. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop everything so he's got no weight. So 345 or 354 isn't even that high, okay? So what we have in front of me is I have 5 pillars. Each one of them represents a different level of, well, what can be destroyed. Now, you can charge his attack, so he obviously has like the searing spit, which can, well, it just shreds things. And at max, it is just it does so much damage, it's comedic. And then you can also do like a little tiny spit. Little tiny spit still does quite a bit of damage, especially to, you know, stuff in general. So I'm going to go ahead and charge full sprint, and not full sprint, but full everything to show you how much he actually destroys. So this is Thatch. This is a 1-fit, well, I guess it's a little higher than that technically. So, yeah. 1-tap Thatch and pretty much anything within like 5 square tiles. So, when it comes to wood, does wood stand the test? The answer is, that's a negatory Ghost Rider. He 1-taps wood. Now we're going to go ahead and see if we can get ourselves some stone that'll stand the test. This is a 1-tap as well, by the way. I know this ahead of time, but still. So, he 1-taps stone. So he 1-taps everything. It's insane. Now when it comes to metal, that's where it gets a little bit more powerful. He takes a couple of hits to be able to destroy metal. So we're going to go ahead and take our first smack on the metal. You can see it's already changing color, so it's taken a load of damage. Go and take our second smack. So in 2 full charges, this guy just destroyed a metal tower. 2 full charges. So if you can get a side of somebody's base down, C4 is no longer needed. You can only use, it takes 2. Now just to show you tech, okay? There's 1. You can see it changing color already. So the Magmasaur has done 1 attack. There's 2. And we're going to go ahead and see how many it actually takes to destroy a tech. Literally, I mean, this is going to be amazing. So 3, and it's done. We have a total of 3 shots to destroy tech, which is obviously overpowering. Now, I'm going to show you one more basic thing over here. You're going to notice that this is mine. I'm going to go make it so it's not mine, but I'm sure you've seen stuff like this where you've got turret towers on the outside, and then you've got pretending somebody's base over there. I'm going to show you how this guy can raid both of those things by himself, and if you have people with you, it's even more unfair. Like, we're talking a level that's like comedic. So I'm going to go ahead and unclaim him real quick, and I'll kind of tell you what I'm about to do. So basically what we're going to do here is I am going to use his fireball attack to, for lack of a better word, soak the turrets until I can get close enough to actually destroy the turrets. And let's just call this Drive of Teach 2. And once I do that, it's going to be insane. You'll see what I mean. But so we can, I just showed you how he can shred all that stuff over there. You need a line of sight, and here's the crazy thing. He can shoot a long ways. Just to give you a comparison about how far he can shoot, you can have 3 or 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever you want. I'm going to go and do a 45-degree angle right here. And I'm just going to launch a fireball. So you can launch his fireballs. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, there is no way any turret in the game could actually hit me from that distance. So you've got a crazy, 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 crazy stat for that. Now, he also gains a defensive modifier with that. I'm going to go ahead and show you again. Boop. So that fireball is just, he literally could be considered an artillery death weapon. It's crazy. So just to show you, these turrets are going to shoot me. There you go. Now, this is very standard in appearance, and if you stand right outside the edge of them, I'm going to show you what I mean. Right there. So I'm going to stand right outside the edge. We just showed you how far this guy can shoot. I'm going to go ahead and clear a couple of things in front of me. And you'll notice each one gets a little bit further. So, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to basically just soak these turrets in different directions. And as you see, look at that. I am starting to finally get through to them. If you just continue to mash left click on these things, you will continue to do damage because your bullets are going to get closer and closer. Now, I am one Magmasaur. Can you imagine if you had 3, 4, 5, 6, however many Magmasaurs you have? So I have just, I think I've pretty much broken that entire structure down. Nope, I've gotten most of the turrets off of it though. So, basically, you've got to get close enough. Oh man, this is insane. So you've basically just taken somebody's turret tower, is what we're doing right now, and destroyed it. This is insane. I just want to bring that up. So there goes, is that the last turret? There might be one more. And we're going to see. It does burn that as well. So look at that. I just destroyed an entire turret tower. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pretend like this is, I'm raiding somebody. I'm just going to go ahead and, just keep blasting this away. So even one shot does 7,000 damage. And there goes that. So I just raided somebody's turret tower like that. It was no problem. I used literally 0 resources, and their turret tower is now gone. Now those were auto turrets, so keep that in mind. If someone has a bunch of tech turrets aren't fast enough to catch up with the bullets that this guy shoots. Heavy turrets do enough damage, but the same thing. Just like a rocket, heavies and autos do the same amount of damage. So heavies versus autos don't matter for this. So here's more of what you're going to see on somebody's wall. Okay. Now, usually people don't have a whole bunch of turrets on one wall. Not always. Sometimes they do. There you go. You can see that I just soaked a little bit. Okay. Now, if I'd taken my time and I charge up a full blast here, what's going to happen is they're going to shoot it right out of my mouth. Just like that. Now, it made it about halfway there. What you want to do in order to raid this person's base is sit right outside turret range like I am right now and do the same thing. You are just going to spam his fire attack. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get there, but all it takes is, there you go. Just one shot, just like that. And it's just, I'm just going to take a couple of screenshots here because this is insane. Look at that. I have almost cleared this guy's base. So, and literally in a total of, what was that, maybe 10 to 15 shots, I have just shot down this wall. Now, okay, so there's a couple turrets left. So, all you have to do is keep spamming and just try and change how it is. Now, on official servers, there's also going to be a little bit of lag as well, which is kind of funny, because if you think about it this way, I'm using 0 lag, so these are instantaneously smacking this as quickly as they possibly could. Whereas on an official server, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for that to register, so you can probably raid somebody's base with just a single Magmasaur. No, it's not a joke, this is for reals. Okay, so I've got one turret left there, just inside of range. I just gotta get this last, there it is. So look at that. I have just broken the entire top set of turrets. Now I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for the bottom. Now it's the same strategy. You are just sitting here trying to get something to shoot them. Now if they blow up the thing, it's a magma that kind of falls over the top of the turrets. So you're literally just destroying the turrets. Now this needs to get patched because it means that there is 0 base. There are none, 0, zilch, zada, that could actually survive this. I think I've actually raided every single turret, right? Yeah. So, I literally only had to raise this guy. That's all you would have to do, and you can raid every turret that I just had. They did not run out of bullets because I put infinite ammo inside of them. They literally are just sitting here being shredded by a monster. This dude is an absolute monster. So, I'll go ahead and show you how to take down the tech wall. Now, this is a tech wall, okay? And you see how much, so he does like a burning magma damage to him. Even though this guy is incredibly slow, he can raid somebody's entire base and say hello. I mean, it's a different level of OP. That's what I have to say about it. He just blew through the main wall. So you could, if you really wanted to, instead of charging up, you could just sit here and chunk away, which might actually be faster because you get the burn damage as well. But man, that's it. It's just intense. So you can do his like little boost up. It doesn't increase his damage, but it makes it so anything around you takes radiation damage. So this is a tech base that had turrets on the outside of it. That as soon as I destroy this left side, which I'll show you in a second here, that I just broke into a tech wall with turrets. Mind you, there were only, give or take, like 25-ish turrets, maybe a little bit less than that. And I just broke into it without losing a single tame, without taking more than 10 minutes. This is the definition of OP. So, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out and at least try and defend, because unless you're online, these guys are just going to shred through your base. Nothing you can do about it. As long as they can get close enough, you are in big trouble, my friends. So, especially if they can line a sight and throw a bunch of turtles even closer, it's already over. So, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. If you have any ideas or shown me that you've used this tactic before, he kind of like just says peekaboo through this little hole in the wall that he's made. It's just intense. Like, that's so cool. That's such a cool screenshot. Sorry, I got to take a couple more. But anyways, teach.